Welcome to episode number 13 of his Babe Ruth Road to the Show series, and today I'm obviously playing on Babe Ruth Road to the Show. He's a pitcher. He's number 3. He's on the Astros. I picked to be on the Astros, so yeah, I know the cheating scandal, all that good stuff. But I started this Road to the Show in MLB Show 19, and it was before the news broke. Because even though I'm a pitcher, I would not want to be on this team. If I knew that happened, but obviously I started this in MLB Show 19, which was, I think it was like April of 2019 or something like that. But it was in the spring or summer of 2019. And after the cheating scandal, like, they started investigating, I think around then, and then obviously it came out with them cheating, which they did cheat. Like the buzzer that Altuve wore, he's literally saying, "Not to rip my jersey after hit the walk-off home run, send the Astros to the World Series against the Yankees," and then changes right after that, and then does his interview. That's a little weird. So yeah, obviously if you're an Astros fan, if you're defending your team, that's what you're gonna do. I don't blame you, but they did cheat, and they cheated, and Altuve probably took a MVP away from Judge in 2017. They still could have won. The Dodgers did, or the Astros. Even if they weren't cheating, we'll never know. Obviously, if they still would have won the World Series 2017, but we'll never know. Obviously, but obviously, my opinion. Obviously, other people have other opinions. They should have took that World Series away in 2017. But they didn't. They only suspended A.J. Hinch, the manager, and the general manager for the Astros 1 year. Now A.J. Hinch is the manager of the Tigers. And then the Astros ended up firing both of them, though. And now A.J. Hinch is the now a manager of the Tigers. So. And I'm not sure if the GM of the Astros got suspended for the cheating scandal. If he's still, I don't think he's a GM anymore. But my opinion, they should have taken away the World Series and should have banned the Astros as like the MLB team, because they cheated. You cannot steal signs with technology. You didn't steal signs in general. Like, you didn't steal signs without technology, but they were using a camera, which is technology, and a trash can. Well, trash is not technology, but the camera is. And they only had that at home, though. And obviously, well, now World Series, they did lose, I think, 1 game at home out of the 3 they had at home in the World Series. But yeah, we'll never know if they actually would have won the World Series without the cheating. The Judge would probably win the MVP, though, because when you know what's coming, if it's a fastball, a slider, a changeup, or curveball, or whatever it is, you know what's coming. That gives you an advantage, and you're facing the best baseball players on the entire planet. So yeah, let's move on from this. In this episode, although he's on the Astros and his birthplace is Texas, I should have moved it to Maryland, but I didn't realize his birthplace was Texas until after I traded this, and you can't go back. And obviously, I just said I started the Summer Edition 19, so that's why he's on the Astros. So it's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I would. Well, because I'm a pitcher, I don't really care. I'm on the Astros. Even if I was a hitter, I don't really care, because my Henry Down the Show series, he's on the Astros. It just doesn't really matter. I know I just said like 2 minutes ago that I don't want to be on this team. I wouldn't be if I started this after the cheating scandal broke. And the Henry Downer of the show, well, they traded me to the Astros. I didn't pick to be on the Astros. So yeah, I mean, it's just a video game. And obviously for Henry Down, he's not a free agent, so I can't really do anything, because he was on the Rockies, got called up and before his first MLB game, like during spring training or whatever, or before spring training, got traded to the Astros. So, and yeah, obviously, like I said, in my biggest vote of the show, I picked to be drafted by the Astros, and then in my Henry Down of the show, I picked to be drafted by the Rockies, and obviously I was traded to the Astros. Obviously in this series, like I said, I chose to be drafted by the Astros. This episode, that's Babe Ruth's start right here on the cursor. It's against the Diamondbacks in Arizona. Diamondbacks are a national team. It's at their ballpark. They're the home team. That means the pitchers will be batting, and Babe Ruth is pitching the second final game of the two-game series against the Diamondbacks in Arizona, or in Phoenix. So he will be hitting in this episode as well, along with pitching, as he is 4-0 through 5 starts, has a 0.47 ERA, 38 and 1/3 innings pitched, 44 strikeouts, and a 0.42 WHIP, 2 earned runs. The first one was where he gave up within a single, and then he came out of the game, and that runner that was at first came around the score, and then the second earned run was on a double that hit the the out-of-town scoreboard just below the Crawford boxes in left center field, or straightaway left field at Minute Maid Park. So yeah, he'll be hitting along with pitching in this episode. Let's get into it. Before we get into it, though, let's look at the standings really quickly. And if you do hear that barking in the background, it's my dog. Sorry. And if you do hear hear it at all, hopefully it'll be muffled. If you do hear it, my apologies. Stand over the TV because my dad is watching some movie like super loud on that TV. He has like the volume all the way up. We're a game back of the Mariners are first. We're a game back of the Mariners are first place in the AL West, and we are right now in the second AL wildcard spot. But obviously, we've only played 25 games. We're 15-10, which is a 600 win percentage. Yes. But like I said, because it's a video game, I'll be on the Astros, and he's a pitcher anyway, so doesn't really matter. And I can't really do anything because he's not a free agent. I should have picked in the drafted by the Red Sox or the Yankees, but I wanted the Astros, and obviously that was before the cheating scandal broke. Obviously at that time they were still doing it. No one knew about it except for the Astros, but they didn't get caught basically. But yeah, whatever. I'm on the Astros. Babe Ruth is, or Babe Ruth, whatever. I'm on the Astros. Babe Ruth is, obviously. Can't do anything about it though, and it's a video game anyway, so doesn't really matter. So I'm saying that for my Henry Out Road to the show. It's a video game, and I can't do anything about it. And like I said, it doesn't really matter because there's two reasons. There's two reasons why it doesn't matter. One, I can't do anything about it. Two, it's just a video game. So enough of that. Let's get into the next appearance, or the next start, or the next appearance, or the next start, or yeah, the next appearance, or rather the next start for Babe Ruth. I almost said Babe Ruth Jr. But let's get into the next start for Babe Ruth right now. We won. We were playing the A's for 3 games at home. We won 1-0 and 2-1. Let's go with bullpen. Let's go with that. I know it's already 8 minutes in the video. My apologies. Now up the attribute or the tap. Attribute increased, and then we won 6-1. So we swept the A's. Now let's go with playoffs. Let's start the Carlos Correa, obviously shortstop for the Astros. But obviously, like I said, I can't do anything about it, and it's a video game. And yeah, they're apparently doing bad, whatever. And then we lose 2-1. So we won what? It was 3-2 against the A's at home. We won 1-0, 2-1, and 6-1. Well, it might not have been in that order though, but either way, that was the final score of all 3 games. 1-0, 2-1, and 6-1. I believe it was in that order. But either way, that was the final score of all 3 of those games. 1-0, 2-1, and 6-1, and then we lost 2-1 in the first game of this and then we lost 2-1 in the first game of this 2-game series against the Diamondbacks in Phoenix. Lineup for the Astros: Brantley, Reddick, Altuve, Bredman, Correa, Sprinter, White, Chirinos, and Babe Ruth. Obviously, realized Sprinter's on the Blue Jays win this game. He's still on the Astros. This is MLB The Show 20, by the way, because you cannot port over Road to the Shows for MLB The Show 20 and MLB The Show 21. So this is MLB The Show 20, and then it is, or it's MLB The Show 20 because you can't port over Road to the Shows for MLB The Show 20 and MLB The Show 21. And here in my Babe Ruth Road to the Show, which like I said isn't MLB The Show 20, it is a 2020 season. Let's get into it right now. So I'm hitting, obviously, batted 9th, but obviously 0.47 ERA. Can I get my first major hit? Hopefully. Yeah. Pitcher for the D-bats is Zach Godley. Whatever that is. We're 18-11. They're 15-14. Let's watch Prediction Masters in.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Houston Astros and the Arizona Diamondbacks.
There's Correa. Still Astros. I can root for the. I mean, I'm not no root for the Astros in real life because of the cheating, but because it's a game, but because it's a video, I won't root for the Astros ever again. In real life because of the cheating scandal, but in this game, I'll root for the Astros because there's one reason for that. I won't root for the Astros in real life, like I said, because of the cheating scandal, but I will. I root for the Astros if my Road to the Show trip is on the Astros, like in this series and my Henry Down Road to the Show series, because it's a game. But in real life, I won't root for the Astros because of the cheating scandal. But in this game, I will, because Babe Ruth is on the Astros. And then for my Henry Down Road to the Show series, the only reason I'm doing that is because it's a video game. Here we go. 2-0 Astros are already in the bottom of the first. First pitch is in there. 0-1, as you can see, the Astros are half a game up on the A's. Or excuse me, the Astros are half a game up on the Angels for first place in the AL West. So it's 2-0 Astros here in the first. Here's Eric Laundrie, and that's a foul ball. So like I said, the Astros are up half a game on the Angels for first place in the AL West. Babe Ruth has a 4-seam fastball, a vaulting change, and a palm ball, I believe, and that could have been killed, or it was. Yeah, Babe Ruth has a 4-seam fastball, vaulting change, and a palm ball. Hopefully they end a fourth pitch soon. 0-2 count, that's a foul ball. So we already have 2 runs. There's a possibility I could be up in the next inning. It's 7-8-9, or it's 6-7-8 due up, so I could possibly be up in the second inning, but if not, in the third inning. It's another foul ball. The battle between Babe Ruth and Eric Laundrie's pitch, which it's only been 5 pitches, which that's not a lot. And it's another foul ball. It feels like an eternity because it's like, here we go. Let's hit that vaulting change right there. And hopefully it doesn't kill this. And it kind of did kill it, but it's right to Correa. Throw to first. In time, 1 down. And if the camera does, remember when the screen on the TV moves, the screen on the camera moves. So if the TV gets shut off or the camera is crooked, I'll try to fix it as soon as I can. Like there, I think on Correa's throw, it wasn't. I think the camera was crooked and the TV was cut off, but obviously I have to pay attention to what's happening. That's a foul ball. As I'm already ready. Babe Ruth is already. They did the ball from the umpire or the catcher. And that's a what the heck, Blue? Kenny Jansen's a home plate umpire behind the plate, or is the umpire behind the plate? So Kenny Jansen is the umpire behind the plate, or Kenny Jansen is the home plate umpire. Doesn't have a bid zone, but he'll give you that pitch at the bottom of the zone. So clearly it's not a bid zone, because he's called that pitch on the outside corner a ball. 1-1. Sorry, it's about 13 minutes in the video, and it's only the first inning. 1-2 count, and it's another foul ball. I think it said, by the way, it was like said this during this at bat. It was like after the first pitch or whatever. 5 seasons for Marte with the Mariners and the Diamondbacks. Obviously, the Diamondbacks right now. Another 1-2 pitch, foul ball, a battle between Marte and Ruth. 13th pitch coming, 1-2 pitch, and it's a pop up or a line drive rather. But it's caught by Reddick in right center field, 2 down. Imagine if I hit a home run, but if I didn't get a hit, is Godley a lefty or a righty? Because if he's a lefty, that could be a problem. Here's David Peralta. He's a righty, so that's good because I did not want to face a lefty. I'm used to batting with my Hot Tap Pierce Road to the Show series, and on the Show 21. He's a 2-way player, so he's pitching and hitting. He's like Ohtani, who I heard could be shut down. For pitching this year. I don't think he's shut down yet, but he could be. And if he is shut down for pitching, he'll still play just as a DH, as a hitter only. Or as a designated hitter only. 0-2 count, and that is a call. Strike 3 in the outside corner. He got the call on that one, which it did at the corner, but he didn't call the other one, but he called that one. 6-7-8 due up. Wednesday afternoon. And here's Babe Ruth's first Major League at bat. I don't know why I have that elbow dart, but first Major League at bat. I want to have the camera straight. The first Major League at bat for Babe Ruth. Turns at first with 2 outs. Here we go. Another curve center, a cutter, and a curveball. And in my first hit, maybe. There's no fastball for this guy. Man, that's a foul ball. So weird to be hitting with Babe Ruth. That's why I'm filming this start. Especially if I didn't hit my first hit. Maybe home run, but at least hit. Hopefully I at least get 2 at-bats. Maybe more. I did hit that in the air. And, ooh, I did hit that well. But it's caught like it is out by the right fielder and surely right field and then over. But if I hit that 20 feet farther, it might have been an RBI double, which that would have been crazy. But unfortunately, it was not. It was caught. Bottom 2 now. 2-0 Astros. That was the final out of the top of the second. Now the bottom of the second. First pitch swing, and that is a ground out to Correa, 1 down. I hope I at least depends how far I can go and how good I do, because here's Pierre Rocker. Imagine if I didn't throw like a no-no or no-hitter or a perfect game. Last 8 games, 281 average, 9 for 32 for Pierre Rocker. Then at 320 in the season, 0-1 count. That hit the corner, but he called that a ball. So he's calling like a pitch on the outside corner to a righty a ball, but to a lefty not. I don't know what that means. But here we go, 1-2 pitch now. It's inside corner, 4-seam fastball, popped up, or rather fly ball, center field. Spinner's right there, 2 down. And the difficulty for pitching and hitting is on beginner, which is the easiest difficulty. You know, but it showed 20. Here's Ninja Med, and that is a strike. Did hit the corner. He went 1 for 3 with a single in his last game. Here we go, another 0-1 pitch. It's a pop-up, and sure enough runs after it, but it's in the stands. Here we go, let's go with Vulcan change. Here we go, 0-2 count, and that is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 1-2-3 to the D-bats. 2-0 Astros after 2-0, or 2-0, or 1-2-3 to the D-bats. 2-0 Astros after 2. Here we go now, 4-0 Astros. 4-0 Astros, bottom 3. Here's Eduardo Escobar, former Twin. First pitch in there. I should probably milestone watch 97 career home runs. 3 home runs away from 100 career home runs, but he's been in the lead for like 5 years. He's not much of a home run hitter. That just missed. 27 pitch coming for Babe Ruth, and that's a swing and a miss. Escobar's batting 290 here in the season, or here. He's batting 290 on the season. Called strike 3, third strike up for Babe Ruth. 1 down. Here's Alex Avila, a former Twin as well. On this game, I don't think he's technically hasn't been a Twin, because he was a Twin in 2020 in real life, and this is 2020 here in this game. So in this game, he wasn't a Twin, but in real life, he was last year. Escobar was though. It's a swing and a miss. 0-2. Pitch response on that. And that is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 pitches, Avila's down, 2 down. 4 strikeout for Babe Ruth. And here's Zach Donnelly. Batting 286 on the year. No one runs 2 RBIs. Obviously, the reason why he's batting 286 and has 2 RBIs is because he's a national pitcher. He hits every game unless they're at American League ballpark, which here, well, not. Entire career with Arizona, 5 seasons for Zach Donnelly. So he's been here since what? 2015. That's a ground ball cut off by Bredman, zipped it over the Tyler White and over. Yui Duriel is in the minors, and also perfect game through 3 innings. And these Astros, no, actually no, were they the defending champs? I don't know. I'm up again. No runners on 2 outs. Top 4. I ended the death. I waited way too long. Well, I think that's a. Was that? Were the Astros? I don't think the Astros in this series were the former, or were the defending champions, or the defending champs. I think they were the defending champs in my Henry Downer of the show series. I'm not sure. I have to confirm that. I might, but that was a cutter. I think they were the defending champs in my Henry Downer of the show. And he gave me that pitch. Aww. Lined it right to Escobar. I have to check that. I'll probably check that after the game. I think the Astros were the defending champs in my Henry Downer of the show series, not in this series. I'm not sure though, but I'll probably check and I'll show you guys on camera after the start. 0-1 pitch, 30 hits for Eric Laundrie, 3rd on the D-bats. That's 0-2. Only hit 92, but did spot, good pitch, 36 pitch coming. That's a ground ball. This guy has 98 speed. Bredman, who was in for or starting it's a bunt, does get in one down. Like I said, Tyler White's a first baseman. Yuri Gurriel, I believe, is in the minors. Here we go. It's Chitel Marte. That's an inside pitch. 2 for 4 with a double and 1 RBI in the last game for him. The last game he played in, which I assume was the last game, when they won 2-1. And so if he did play in the last game, he had 1 of the 2 RBIs. Here we go. 39 pitch coming. It's a 1-1 pitch. That's a foul ball off the MLB Show 20 load up back there. Here we go. Outside corner, forcing fastball. 40th pitch. And it's a ground ball up the middle, and it's off Altuve, and Marte will reach first base runner for the D-backs. Is it an error or a hit? Yeah, let's say it's a base hit. It is a perfect game done, no hitter done. Runner first one out for David Peralta. Now I'm in the stretch. They read this for the first time, foul ball. And that's a swing and a miss on a vaulting change. Peralta went 0 for 3 with a walk in his last game that he played in. And 0-2 pitch, ground ball, and that is a foul ball. For a second that was fair. I was like, no way, it's fair because White's holding on the runner and that went to the right or White. That's a tapper foul. And usually my energy at Babe Ruth gets into the yellow around like 70, 80 pitches. I've seen it at like 60 before. I was like, hand involved in change. Could be 2. Second 1. First double play. So, infield single, but the rest on double play. Babe Ruth has fished a minimum through 4. 4-0 Astros after 4. I'll probably be batting here. No, but it's 5-0 now in the 5th. So I'll probably be batting in the 5th, if not the 6th. I might, and hopefully, I got that call. Last 10 games, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs from Wilmer Flores. 0-1 pitch, and that is a tapper foul. Depends. I could get 2 more at bats. Depends on how long I go here because obviously I have no perfect game or no hitter. That's a called strike 3, 1 down. It's strike down, and here's the ERA leaders enter and play. I'm first. Babe Ruth is at 0.47. Second place Nathan Eovaldi at 1.12, and then third I think Fernando Romero is in the Twins at 1.22. Like I said, Babe Ruth is leading the AL and ERA with a 0.47. First, only 2 earned runs. That was the last 2 starts. Little jam shot right field, caught by Reddit 2 down. I like that pull in right center. And here's now team ERA leaders as a team. As you can see, the Astros have a 3.23, and that is third on the list. Yankees are first, Red Sox are second. Yankees are first, Red Sox are second, Astros are third, Twins are fourth, and then I think they said the Mariners and the White Sox. I'm not sure, but we're third on the list behind the Yankees and the Red Sox, which obviously, what do you expect? It's the Yankees and the Red Sox. Well, you expect them to have good power, but they're not good pitching. But either way, we're third on that list for team ERA leaders behind the Yankees and the Red Sox. 0-1 pitch now, 2 outs. That's a ground ball. 2 to high hop, but he got it. 2 down, or excuse me, in and over. Halfway home, or not halfway home. 5-0 Astros after 5. Not halfway home, but 5-0 Astros after 5. Runner at first, 1 out, top 6. And then Matt Knotts. Yeah, it's a sacrifice, but why not? Let's hit away, and I popped it straight up. I popped up to the center baseman on the infield dirt, or on the infield. So now I could have sacrificed, probably should have. Here's the Escobar bottom 6, still 5-0 Houston. 1 hit, that was an infield single. That's in there, 0-1. That's a swing and a miss, another strike, 0-2. Really, 0-2 pitch again, and he got him. I might get 1 more at bat. It sits straight out for Babe Ruth, so not that many strikeouts. Here's Avila. He's not 16 batters out, he only has 6 strikeouts. But I'm still only has given up 1 hit, which is an infield single. Here's Avila, pitch response on that. Pitch response on that. You could see a pinch hitter though. Probably will, because when you're down 5-0 in the 6, you probably don't want the pitcher batting. 0-2 pitch, and it's a ground ball. Avila probably should cover the bad. White's gonna take it himself, And we did the Lumber and Avila 2 down. And Chris Owens will pinch it for the pitcher. I assume that was going to happen, like I said, because they're down 5-0 in the sixth. Been at 308 on the year, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, I believe it said. 59 pitch. That's in there. Owens looks like he played last night. 1 for 3 with a single. 60th pitch. That's swing. Missed strike 3. 3 pitches, and Owen, the pinch hitter, is retired. So DiMaggio, Joe Black. And we have 10 hits for us, 1 for the D-bats. Bottom 7, still 5-0 Houston. Top of the order, due up for the D-bats. That was just a strike. I think you saw that. 14 fastball, hit the inside corner, 0-1. And that is the ground ball. Dive and stop by Brennan. He knocked it down. And that's going to be an infield single because the guy has 98 speed. So 2 hits for the D-bats, both infield singles. That guy has 98 speed and 93 steal. It's probably not a steal. Well, not yet. First pitch, line drive. Feeling on a short by Altuve. Correa for 1. Bat the White, or Altuve, Correa, White, double play. Not bat the White, but speared on a hop by Altuve. Threw his Correa at center for 1, and then Correa threw the White at first for a double play. Here's David Peralta, 0 for 2. 2 outs in the 7th. Foul ball. I faced a minimum also through a 6 2/3. 2 hits. The D-bats, both infield singles, and both were erased on double play. And yeah, I used to like Altuve before the cheating scandal. Now I don't. I disliked him. I don't hate him, because you don't hate anyone, even if it's your worst enemy. Even if it's Altuve, I disliked him. Like how I disliked the Minnesota Vikings. Because hate, you don't use hate. Hate's too cruel. I dislike Altuve very much now. 5-0 Astros, bottom 8. Here's one more Flores. 67 pitch coming. I'm working on a 2-hit gem, and I'm ready for the ball from the umpire or the catcher. But what? That ball was still in play, and it was caught by White in foul territory. And Twitler is 1 down. Here's Pierce Rocker, 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. 5 outs away from the complete game shutout. Snap bat. Altuve's charging, and he will get the 47 speed Rocker. Quickly 2 down here in the 8th. Not that many strikeouts for Babe Ruth. And here's Nick Ahmed, who has one of those, 6 strikeouts I think Babe Ruth has? If I just say Babe Ruth Jr. accidentally, I mean Babe Ruth. And if I say MLB The Show 21 on accident, I mean MLB The Show 20. 70th pitch coming from Babe Ruth, 0-1 count, and that's a pop-up. Watch out, umpire, as that will be caught in foul territory by White. Right in the 9th, Astros lead 5-0. Am I done a bat again? I'm due up first, but they don't let me bat. Tony Cedrani, they are letting me bat. So I'm 0 for 3. It's a lefty. 14 fastball, slider, a changeup, and a curveball. Can I hit my first hit? Could be my only chance this year. That's a line drive. Come on, get down! No! A diamond catch by Peralta in left center. That would have been Babe Ruth's first major league hit. And now I might have another opportunity this year, because obviously we're not at National Ballparks every day. We're only there like 8 times a year or whatever. And he made a diving catch. But I'm back out for the bottom of the 9. Still 5-0 in Houston. Energy's in the yellow. 71st pitch coming. Here's Escobar. 7-8-9 due up for that. Or 7-8-9 due up for the D-backs here in the bottom of the 9th. And 5 time sits to win. 2 hits for the D-backs, both infield singles, and both were erased on double play. 0-1 count, and that is a jam shot to Altuve. Throw to Tyler White, 1 down. And here's Avila, pitcher spots on deck. And that's a jam shot foul. Shift is on. Assume there'll be a pinch hitter for the pitcher, which is the next batter. 0-2 pitch. There's probably like a 99.9% chance they're going to pinch hit. 75th pitch coming. 0-2 down. That's a cold strike 3, 2 down. And the D-backs are down to their final strike here this afternoon. 9 strikeout for Babe Ruth. And here is pinch hitter, and the pinch hitter is Will Jansen. He's been at 200 on the year. He just sounds like a fade player, and that is the ball. Energy's now, I believe, in the red. 77 pitch 0-1 count, or excuse me, 1-0 count, and it's now 2-0 count. Here we go, 2-0 count. That's a foul ball. Energy's in the red, so he's missing his spots. Hopefully, if this guy gets on, hopefully they don't take me out, but they might because Energy's almost out. It's in there, 2-2. D-bats on a final strike. Babe Ruth is one strike away from throwing a complete game shutout. 2-2 pitch, 80th pitch, and that's a foul ball. 81st pitch. Here we go, palm ball. 2-2 pitch, and that is a foul ball. Energy's almost out right now. There's only a sliver left. 2-2 count. That's another foul ball. The battle here, despite they're now on the final strike and out, and they're down 5-0. 2-2 pitch. That's a hanging palm ball, but ground ball right to Redmond. Throw it away. Astros win 5-0 over the D-bats. As we do split in the 2-game series against the D-bats here in Phoenix. As you can see, Correa and Altuve fist bump, and they're winning the high five the outfielders. As you can see, right here's the outfielders high fiving. As you can see, it's Reddit, Brantley, and Sprinter. They didn't really high five. They did some like celebration or something. So Babe Ruth is complete game 2-hitter for Babe Ruth, 5th win of the year. He's 5-0 in 6 starts. 2-hitter. Both hits for the D-bats were infield singles, and they were both raced on double play. So Babe Ruth faced the minimum. As Longer and Marte had both singles, both infield singles, like I said, and both were raced on double play. So Babe Ruth faced the minimum through 9, through 9 innings. He got the win. Dodley got the loss. As 9 innings pitched, 2 hits, both infield singles, and both were raced on double play. 9 strikeout, 9 innings pitched, 2 hits, both were infield singles, and both were raced on double play. 9 strikeouts, no earned runs, and no walks. As Dodley did have 8 hits, 4 strikeouts, 5 earned runs, and 2 walks. I was so close to do my first major hit. I mean, Peralta dove and caught the ball and robbed Babe Ruth of his first major league hit in left center. And who knows? I mean, American teams don't really go to national ballparks that much each year. It's only like 8 times or something like that. It's not that many times. So who knows if Babe Ruth start will spawn? Who knows? Who knows? It probably will, but I'm not sure how many more times they play a national league team at a national ballpark. So I wish that fell, because sometimes they dive and it goes under the glove and the center fielder bats them up, or the outfielder bats them up, or it hits them and rolls to the side. Unfortunately, he caught this one. We're not the main menu just because I want to see if we actually won. I know on my Henry Downer of the show, he was on the Astros, like I said. Were they the ones who were the defending champs, or was it this? It might have been both. I didn't think about that part. The headliners, 2 pats, 9 innings, 2 hits, 9 strikeouts. They got the win, 5-0 in 6 starts. Through a complete game 2-hitter. Let's go to awards. Awards. I just have to. No, the Braves won it. I think against us, because the World Series MVP was Josh Donaldson, and then you can see the postseason MVP was Alex Bregman. Well, I started AL and the NL was Ronald Acuna Jr., and then the World Series MVP was Josh Donaldson. So it looks like in the 2019 World Series, in this game, the Braves defeated the Astros. And I think, if I remember right, the Astros did win it all in 2000. And what year is Henry Dowland in? I think Henry Dowland, I believe in my Henry Dowland of the show in 2020. So right now Henry Dowland in 2021. I believe in 2020 the Astros did win it all. In my Henry Dowland of the show, I'm not exactly sure, but either way, in this series, in the 2019 World Series, the Atlanta Braves, defeated the Houston Astros. So we did to the World Series, but unfortunately we did not win it. I thought we did though. It feels like we did, but we didn't. There's proof. You didn't see the World Series MVP Josh Donaldson, so it feels like we did it. I'm probably thinking of my Henry Downer I'm probably thinking of my Henry Downer of the show. But yeah, you didn't see. I mean, I don't know when we did. I mean, I don't really see when we're at a National Ballpark again. Here in the Nats, and then before the Cardinals, the D-bats, but I was at home, and then we play the Marlins at home, LA. So I think we want to play 2 more series against national teams at the national team's ballpark. It's 3 against the Nationals here, like 2 weeks before a week and a half before the All-Star break, and then 3 against the Braves to end the season. So hopefully, as one of those 6 games, I'll be starting, and if it's the case, I'll film it, because I do want to film. Because, I mean, obviously, I do want to film my first major hit if it actually happens, which at some point, hopefully, it will happen. As you can see on the plane, I'm sitting there, so it's like George Sprinter. I'm right there, and George Sprinter's right there. But yeah, I hope you guys, and you can see Altuve's right there, although the glare might be Altuve's there, and then that's all I can see. I don't know who that guy with his face down, but you can see Altuve, Babe Ruth, George Sprinter. So, this is a school night, by the way. It is Thursday, September 16th, 8:52 p.m. So I gotta end this episode, and I'm probably gonna keep playing for maybe 40 more minutes, and like 9:30, eat a snack, and then go to bed. And also edit this video tonight and schedule it to go up tomorrow at 10 a.m. Hopefully I'll have time. It should be. But like I said, the Astros, I did not like their cheating scandal, whatever. I won't root for them ever again, most likely. Like, the only reason I would root for them is if somehow it involved the Twins clinching a playoff spot, or something. If it involved the Twins, like if the Astros were playing this team, like the Indians, and the Indians lost, the Twins would clinch the division or something. That's the only reason that's the only way I would root for the Astros or something. But in real life, in this game I will, because it's only a video game. It's just a video game. I would root for them in this game, in this game, because it's a video game. But not in real life unless it involved the Twins, like I said, Astros, Indians. If the Indians lose, the Twins clinch the division. That's not the only way I know to root for the Astros in real life. In this game I will, because it's a video game. And there's someone on the board. If you subscribe to the like button, subscribe if you have any anti mom, dad, grandmother, aunts, adults, pets, and friends about these videos. And I'm gonna see you in episode number 14 of this Babe Ruth Road to the Show series. See you in episode number 14. And eat a lot of bacon and go Astros.